Hello Stampers, welcome to card 2 of my Makes for Mum Mother's Day card series. Today we're going to be making this card. Really nice floral wreath, really simple design with an amazing stamp set. Okay, for this project you will need the Oh So Succulent stamp set. This is a really gorgeous stamp set and you've got some 2-step stamping as an option if you want to use that. It's going to be lots of fun with this one. You'll also need a card base, thick whisper white I've got here. I've got some crumb cake background card, and I've got whisper white again for our main image. Okay, the inks you will need are Old Olive, Sweet Sugar Plum and Crumb Cake. Okay, let's get started. For this I've drawn a very faint circle just so I can see where I'm going to be placing the images. For this I used just ribbon roll and I've drawn around it. So you could use sellotape, or if you've got a circle die, just you can place down and stamp around that. So I'm going to get my crumb cake out. First of all I'm going to stamp the sentiment, just so I know where to place the flowers around it. Last time I did this, I did the sentiment last and there was not much room. So I'm going to stamp this. I need to refill this ink right here. Okay, now we're going to take the big flower, which is this one here, and we're going to use Old Olive. So we're going to get nice and juicy. Now, because I want this to be lighter than the outer image, I'm going to stamp it off once, and then I'm going to stamp it here. Okay, I'm going to repeat this process a couple of times. Now I'm getting the outline for this. I'm going to ink up the outline, and then comes the tricky part. We've got to line it up with the stamp. Oh, not bad. Now these don't have to be perfect. I think it looks quite nice if it's just off. It gives it a little bit of style, and also you want people to know that you've handmade it yourself. So you don't want it to be perfect. God, look how gorgeous these images are. There we go, so that's our bigger images. I'm going to clean off the stamp. All I use is a baby wipe, and these are quite good. Some baby wipes you get leave a lot of fuzz on there, but I find, you know, if you find the right one, it's fine. You can just dry it off with your hand or a kitchen roll, and then that's ready to go back. Next I'm going to use this tiny little flower, which is this one here. I put it on a smaller block. It's just easier to stamp, it gives a better image. If you put the small image, if I put the other one on a big block like this, you're more chance of wobbling, so your image might get smudged, whereas on this it's not really going to go anywhere. So for this we need our Sweet Sugar Plum, and again inking it up, we're going to stamp off, and then we're going to stamp down. going to get the outline for that image, and we're going to do exactly the same as we did here. So we're going to stamp it straight on and it will give the darker outline. Oh, it looks so cute. I really love this set. This set does come with dies, matching dies, so you can cut out the images. And also I've seen so many lovely little succulent 3D plants made out of the die sets for these. So it's a really, really good set to have if you're buying the bundle. If you do get the bundle, you save 10%. So it's definitely worth looking into if you like to create 3D projects, or if you just want to have something to cut out the images easier. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this one here, which is this. And again, the same with the outline. I'm going to continue using Old Olive. I have got a little mask, which I've just stamped the image onto paper and cut it out, sticking it down with some washi tape. Now I'm going to use the outline, so I'm going to pop that on my block. I'm using the A block for this, and I'm going to stamp without stamping off, so directly onto the image. So again, I'm going to bring back in my mask. I can remember which way around it went. Okay, now I'm going to use another little flower image, which is this one, and the outline for that too. I'm going to use Sweet Sugar Plum for that, and again on the A block. Okay, with this one, I've just stamped it directly on without stamping off. This is just to give it a slightly darker shades of the flower that's there, helping it stand out. You don't want it all to look the same. And I'm going to do the same thing with this stamp directly onto the image. And because this is already going onto the ink that's there, it makes it even darker. So it's an option of giving yourself more shades and more variety with fewer ink pads. Now I'm going to use these little, they look like, kind of like bubbles, but it's this image and then this image. I'm going to pop that on my A block, and I'm going to bring in my crumb cake for this one. Okay, just to finish off this card, I have a really tiny flower here, which is this one here. I'm going to use that just to fill in any little gaps I feel need filling in. And for this I'm going to use the Sweet Sugar Plum. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so we've finished with the ink, so we can put that away. And then the crumb cake and the old olive. Okay, so now we're going to get the base in, and we're going to glue this card flat down onto here. So get our Tombow. Okay, this one we're going to pop up slightly, so I'm going to get my dimensionals for that. Going to place this in the centre as much as we can. And the last thing to do is we're going to add a ribbon here. I'm going to use the Celebration ribbon. This comes in a twin pack, so you get gold with very vanilla and you get this silver with the white. It's very, very pretty. So let's see if we can tie a bow on camera. If you pull it tight and then you can adjust it after. That looks about right. Mini glue dot on there, and we're going to place that right there. Fiddle around with that a little bit, and then we're going to snip that one and snip that side. Okay, I'm just going to add some Wink of Stella to some of the flowers. I've got the Wink of Stella here. I really love Wink of Stella. It's so, so lovely. It adds that added glitz and sparkle to it. So I don't know if you can see on camera how glittery that is, but that looks really nice. But there we have it. We have a little oh so succulent garden wreath for Mother's Day. If you liked this card, please give me a thumbs up. My blog and Facebook details are in the description bar below. If you're interested in getting a catalogue or interested in any of the products you've seen here today, please drop me a message. I'd happily tell you all about them and send you a catalogue. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.